Welcome everybody to the Waking Hypnosis show. And on today's show, I'm going to I want to answer the question, or at least have a good discussion. Is hypnosis sleep, or is that just a misnomer that we've all been taught, right? We've been taught hypnosis. That was like the Greek word for sleep, but that's really a misnomer because it's not really sleep. It also is somnambulism, which means a sleepwalker. A somnambulist is a sleepwalker. Is somnambulism the same thing as sleepwalking? So I'm going to answer the question in my opinion of it. And give me a second here. Somebody's texting me. Okay, and while that's happening, I'm gonna let some more people join because I do want this to be okay, sorry how to answer that. I do want this to be a group discussion because I think it's a really interesting one. I think it's a really fascinating one, and just I think kind of a fun topic to discuss on a Friday afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Or if you're in Australia, I guess it's already Saturday. But you're probably, let's see, if it's in Australia, yeah, no, you guys are asleep. You're not even watching this. So, so I'm going to just wait for a few more people to join. And then I will continue. Yeah. And by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, you might want to just skip ahead a few minutes until you see me being more animated, I guess, because I'll kind of officially start in just a couple minutes after a few more people join me. And I thank you, by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, and do feel free to leave comments or questions, even in the replay, and I will do my best to go back and answer any questions or reply to any comments. So, hi Nora, thanks for joining. Just waiting for a few more people to join before I start. But I would like to know, your opinion. What do you think hypnosis is? Hey, Jacqueline, thanks for joining. Yay, we're getting more people. Now I can start talking. But I want to know what your opinion is of hypnosis. I'm going to tell you what my opinion is in just a moment. Yes, happy Friday. And it's a beautiful spring day here in Atlanta. Let me know where you guys are coming from, and tell me what the weather is like over there while we're waiting for some more people to show. And my good friend John Sorbonne has joined. Welcome, John. How is the weather in New York? And Jay, yay, Jay, are you in India, or are you in the States, or where are you, Jay? And what's the weather like where you are? I'm going to start in just a few moments. I'm just waiting for just a few more people to join, and then I'll get started on the topic. Like this little eyeball thing, this little eyeball icon says that there's only one person, but there's several people have commented, so I know there's more than one person viewing me, so I can't trust that little icon doohickey to tell me how many people are on. So yeah. Okay, so what do you think? So after you write where you're from and what the weather is like, I'm just really curious. I don't know, why am I so interested in the weather all over the planet? It's a beautiful day here, though. Oh, Nora, it's raining in northern Ohio. Well, I'm sorry that it's raining, but hopefully, sorry, not sorry, because because if it was beautiful, you might not be watching me right now. You might be outdoors, where I just came back from. I just went on my morning walk, or I guess it's early afternoon now, but just got back from my walk, and my subconscious inspired me to do a Facebook Live because I was thinking about this. I do sort of a walking meditation. I don't bring any devices with me on my walk. I don't listen to music. I just walk, and I just let my subconscious tell me stuff and give me ideas in my head. And so my subconscious said, oh, that was real interesting what you were just thinking about. You should do a Facebook Live about that. So Oh, good. I'm glad it's still beautiful where you are in Northern Ohio. That's awesome. It's just a gorgeous day here. The temperature is just right. It's blue sky, sunny. I need to be out in it more. So maybe after this ends. Well, I'm actually waiting to see if I'm going to take another client today. I had not originally. I did morning sessions, and then I didn't schedule any for this afternoon, except there was one tentative client who hasn't texted me back yet, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going on with him. But if I don't have to do a session with him, then I may go back outdoors and do something fun today. I don't know what yet, but I'll work it. I'll work that out. I'll do something outdoors today because it's so beautiful. I don't really want to waste this gorgeous day. And Nora, you're prepping for a business show that is tomorrow. Okay. And you walk in the same manner. Yes, mindfully. And I get so many good ideas that way when I'm walking, or my subconscious gives me good ideas. I have not been diagnosed with ADD, but I think I've got a touch of it because I have a hard, unless I'm doing hypnosis, if I'm doing hypnosis with someone, I can sit with someone for 3 hours and do hypnosis with them. But if it's myself and I'm meditating or I'm trying to do self-hypnosis or anything like that, I have a really hard time just sitting still. So it's much better for me to get up and walk. So I'm doing something, or drive, but I'd rather walk because driving can make me a little bit anxious depending on what part I'm driving through. I'm in Atlanta, so the traffic is crazy here. I'm actually outside of Atlanta. I'm in the northern regions of Atlanta. So hi, Cork and Frankie. Nice. Thank you for joining. Nice to have you guys here. Okay, so the topic today is hypnosis sleep, or is it a misnomer? So we've all been told that hypnosis is the Greek word for sleep, but that it was misnamed. It's not really sleep. It's really something else. And then I can't remember who, but somebody was going to change it to something else, but hypnosis stuck. Right? And so now we're just stuck with hypnosis, which means sleep. And that's just totally wrong. It's not sleep. Okay. We've heard that, right? Then we've also heard, well, somnambulism. A somnambulist is a sleepwalker. And we've also heard that's a misnomer. No, this is, they're not sleepwalking. They're not asleep. This is not a sleepwalker. Somnambulist is something different. Hi, Tommy V. Thanks for joining. For you guys who know me really well, you know that I do a deep trance hypnosis called Profound Somnambulism. So Profound Somnambulism is the deepest level of hypnosis that you can put someone in. And when they're this deep, they can do things like positive and negative hallucinations. That's fun. That's not the cool part to me. The cool part to me is that you can actually talk to the subconscious while the client's conscious mind is somewhere else completely. And the conscious mind is not aware that you're talking to the subconscious mind. And the subconscious can talk back to you through the client's voice box, with the client is over here having a nice little daydream. Okay. So I always ask, almost, maybe not every single time, but a lot of times I will ask the subconscious what the client is doing. Well, actually, every single time when I call up the subconscious and the subconscious starts talking to me, I will say, is the client sleeping, dreaming, or out of the way, observing? Sometimes they could be out of the way, but observing. But most of the time, the subconscious will say he's dreaming or he's sleeping. I hear sleep a lot. The subconscious tells me that the client is sleeping. Okay, this is what the subconscious is telling me. And I know this to be true because when I wake the client up out of hypnotic trance, they only remember maybe the first part of the session where I take them to their happy, safe place or their private paradise. But they don't remember having a conversation with the subconscious. And I will ask the subconscious sometimes, if it says that the client is sleeping, I'll say, okay, well, that's awesome. Is he dreaming? And the subconscious will tell me, yes, he's dreaming. And I was like, great, what is he dreaming of? I'm just thinking of a client that I had last week who doesn't mind me talking about this because I'm actually going to use his video in one of my promotions coming up soon. But his subconscious said he's dreaming that he's a superhero. He's dreaming that he's Thor. Okay, I mean, that was very specific. He was having a very specific dream. So, you know, so I am going to say, yes, hypnosis is sleep. Now, it may be more like a daydream kind of a sleep, okay? And it may be not exactly the same thing that we do at night, nighttime sleeping. But hypnosis mimics sleep for sure. And if the subconscious is telling me it's sleep, and it's everybody's subconscious. It's not just like one person's subconscious told me that. You know, I hypnotize people all day, every day. I'm constantly asking their subconscious what's going on with the client. And I always get they're dreaming or they're sleeping. So I am going to say that hypnosis is sleep. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I think that's maybe there's a better word for it that we haven't come up with. When I'm teaching hypnosis, I'm going to teach it in the way where I say that hypnosis mimics sleep. Maybe it's not quite the same exact thing. Maybe it's more just like a daydream that you forget about. But there's definitely something going on in the brain where the client feels like they're dreaming. Okay. I've also, you know, when I've had people in profound somnambulism, I've had people go off to another place, like heaven, or their idea of heaven. And they're talking to, I had a woman who was talking to her deceased mother in heaven. They had this whole conversation. I was having a separate conversation with her subconscious during this time. When I awakened her, she told me everything she was talking about with her mother. And this was going on at the same time I was having a completely different conversation with her subconscious. So where was she? Was that sleep? I don't know. I don't know what you want to call that, but she was definitely in some kind of different, either a different part of her brain, a different dimension. It kind of depends on what you believe, right? Are you brain-based? Are you spiritual-based? So I don't know. It is definitely a mystery, but I would just like to say that I think hypnosis is a great word. I don't think it's a misnomer. I think sleep is a great, I think that's the best correlation that we can have for hypnosis. Somnambulism. Is somnambulism sleepwalking? Well, I don't know if you've ever have been a sleepwalker or have seen somebody sleepwalk. When I was a child, I used to sleepwalk, and I remember going to sleep at night, remembering falling asleep. I don't remember what I was dreaming of, but I would wake up in a different location, and it would scare me because I wasn't in my bed. I was like maybe on the couch in the living room, and I would wake up and I'd ask my mom, how did I get to the living room? And she would say, you must have slept walked because I didn't know you were here, and it scared me. So, so when you're sleepwalking, you are dreaming, okay, or you're doing whatever you're doing at night. But another part of you, I'm going to say, they're subconscious. Another part of you opens your eyes and moves your body and walks you to another location, okay? So, and then what we're doing in profound somnambulism, the conscious mind is dreaming. It's either sleeping or it's daydreaming, and then the subconscious is talking. It's moving around. People are not cataleptic when they're in profound somnambulism. They're not in the Esdale state or the coma state. This is beyond that. They can move around. They can talk. Sometimes the voice sounds different than the client's voice. They talk about the client in third person. So yes, I would call somnambulism sleepwalking. I think that's exactly what it is. I think that's a great name. Whoever named it, I think that was great. I think somnambulism is exactly that. Or if not, it mimics sleepwalking really well. So whether hypnosis is sleep or mimics sleep, or whether somnambulism is sleepwalking and mimics sleepwalking. Does that make sense? It's either one or the other. It either is sleep or it mimics sleep, or it is sleepwalking and it mimics, or it's not, or mimic sleepwalking. Okay, anyways, I'm getting confused in my head, but you know what I'm saying. So what are whether it is the thing or it mimics the thing, it's so close to it. I don't think there's any other word that would be suitable in the English language. Maybe like in Chinese or Japanese, and you know, they have characters, and maybe putting characters together, that might have a better explanation for what it is. But in the English language, I think that sleep and sleepwalking, you know, I think hypnosis and somnambulism, I think they're just perfect words for what this is. Now, if you have a different idea or a different opinion, you know, please let me know. I love to hear everybody's opinions, and I backed up my opinion, so you know why I feel the way that I do. But you know, let me know how you feel. And by the way, I'm going to make a little bit of a pitch here. If you'd like to learn the Profound Somnambulism Protocol, then be on the lookout, because within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have a promotion. I'm going to run a promotion. I'm going to give you guys a good discount for taking my Profound Somnambulism video course. I also am teaching it at HypnoBiz Live coming up. I believe that's May 1st as a part of the pre-conference. And then I'm HypnoBiz New York. HypnoBiz Live is in, my brain, Hypno Thoughts Live. Okay, Hypno Thoughts Live is in August. I'm also teaching it at Hypno Thoughts. Why are these names so close to each other? So in August, I'm teaching it at Hypno Thoughts as a post-conference course. In May, I'm teaching it in New York at HypnoBiz as a pre-conference course, or you can buy the video course if you can't make it to those places. You can watch it on video, and just be watching, be on the lookout for that. I don't know the release date for that yet, but pretty soon I'm going to have a discounted price on that so that it correlates with what I'm selling it for at the hypnosis conferences. And I'll make another announcement about that when it comes up. All right, so does anybody have any questions or comments before I let you go and enjoy this beautiful day? Oh, hi, Nicole. I just saw your comment. Hi, Nicole. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. I'm glad that makes a lot of sense. It makes sense to me. I don't worry about using the words hypnosis or somnambulism. You're right on, okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go and enjoy this beautiful day. If you have any more questions or comments, even after this ends, feel free to come back here and leave it here in the comments. All right, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.